Good evening, everyone. This is Mr. Taylor with Young Engineers of Today. Hope everyone's having a fantastic, Wednesday. If you can hear me, please raise your hand. Very good. I got Drew and Wade, John Mark, Keller, Maya, Marissa, Sam. Very good. Very good. Seth, I got Zachary. All right, let's put your hands down. If you can see my screen, please raise your hand. Excellent. Excellent. Just about everybody. All right, let's just get started with a few announcements. Tomorrow, if you are in Charlotte, you have a lab with myself and Mr. Dubik. Now, with that being stated, you will need to bring all your Raspberry Pi gear, your Pi, all your other hardware that we've presented you, etc. So you can have that and ready to rock and roll. Okay. All right. Now, and if you are missing any hardware or we need to update you on hardware, we'll take care of you at the upcoming labs if you're missing anything. For example, we're missing a push button or a photoresistor, or we didn't give you the right LED or resistor or a breadboard by chance. Just let us know and we will take care of you at the upcoming labs. All right. If you understand that, please raise your hand. All right. Seems like just about everyone heard me. Okay. Let's do a little review of what we have done. All right. We've been working with the GPIO pins on the Raspberry Pi. As we know, real quick question. Who can tell me which side is the positive side of the pins? Oh, Marissa, boom, that hand went up fast. Marissa, go ahead.
Isn't it the right side?
On the outside where the arrow is pointing?
No, like looking at the pin or looking at the Raspberry Pi where the SD card is pointing down. It's
To
the
the
right
right?
side, right?
Yes. All right. And on the inside, to the left, closest to the SD card, is your odd pins. All right. Thank you, Marissa. Great job. Just another view there. And then we realized we can call them pins or GPIO numbers, which the GPIO numbers, when you're using Scratch GPIO, that's one of the ways we refer to it. And then we went over using it as a power source for 3.3, not using 5.5, and then looking at it and knowing that pin 1 is 3.3, and we have about 2 of those, and 5 grounds. Okay. Now, went over the sides of the LED, went over breadboards. What is the major difference about a breadboard from the inside to the outside? Like if I ran it on the fives across versus the rails, what is the major difference there? Can someone tell me? No one's raising their hand? Come on, I know somebody knows. What's the difference between the way I wire on the inside of my breadboard versus the outside? Jean-Marc and Marissa. Awesome. Yes, Jean-Marc, go ahead.
Is it that you on the like the positive and negative side, it runs all the way down the breadboard, but
Yes.
on the side it runs sideways and five.
Very good. Excellent job. Thank you, Jean-Marc. And Marissa for volunteering as well. All right. Now, and the reason Jean-Marc and Marissa put their hand up is because of this reasoning. It's where the conductive material runs. All right. And then we had you put together a simple circuit for your Pi using it as a power source. And we use a 40 ohm resistor, and we plugged that in last class in the rail. So we experimented with using a rail, realizing that certain ways work better than others. And then we jumped it along the sides of your Pi and try this way where we jumped it from the inside to the rails. And we were using your LED to make that happen. Okay? Now, everyone did an excellent job. So, round of applause for you. And then we wired it a different way, got it working, showing how you can use it in a different format. Now, I know you in Raleigh have a photoresistor. To those in Charlotte, you do not. Marissa? Yes, Marissa.
Oh, I was just wondering because I watched the webinar just like now in the past hour, and I was just wondering what a photoresistor looks like, so that way I can make sure I do have one.
All right, you see this image of it down here? It has like a glassy looking top. If you hold on
It has like red squiggly lines on it.
Yeah, hold on one second, and I'll actually pull up an image of it. All right.
Thank you. I think I do have it though.
Yeah. Photo resistor. Okay. Some images here. Nope. Double no. All right. And I will show my screen now. All right. Can you see that, Marissa?
Yes, I do have that.
All right. So, thank you. Now, anything else, Marissa?
No, I was just gonna say I'm sorry I wasn't there on Monday. It was my birthday, so we went.
Oh, happy!
It was right. We went in the evening though when my dad was off work. So.
Happy birthday! How old are you now? 33.
Haha.
11. Sorry. I got my addition. Stop. All right. Thank you, Marissa. Happy birthday. Yes, Jean-Marc.
I actually do have a resistor and a button, but I didn't get it from the class, so should I use those?
Use those for right now, and everyone else that we didn't give them to you, what I want you to do is at least know how to set it up and see how it works. And I talked with Mr. Dubik. We'll be giving everyone their button photoresistor tomorrow, and that is our mistake.
Okay, good.
All right. So at least you'll know how to set it up on here with it, okay? Now, let me get back to the presentation. All right. Present. All right, what I want you to do, we're going to use your Pi as a battery source here. And I want you to, last time we set up very similar, but I want you to set this up, but with a photoresistor instead of a regular 540 ohm resistor. So once you have this set up, I know those in Charlotte, some of you have extra materials from doing other engineering projects. Please use them if you have the photoresistor. If you do not, what I'd like you to do is, as soon as someone who has done it, I want you to tell me what it does to this circuit, okay? All right, raise your hand if you know what you're going to do right now. This should take you a few minutes. We should be getting pros at setting up breadboards right now. Or very basic breadboards. Okay, awesome job, everybody. Awesome job. While you're waiting, please raise your hand if you just want me to sing some cool, hip songs. Okay, only Zach actually raised his hand. I didn't get many people don't want me singing, so all right. Well, thank you, Zach. I appreciate the support. I'm here if you have any questions about setting this up. And Marissa with a question. Yes, Marissa.
You say it like that. It's a bad thing.
Me singing? Oh yeah. You.
No. And Marissa with the question.
No. I was trying to get like my, what is it? What's the guy off of The Hunger Games? And the girl catching fire. Never mind.
Oh.
I forget what they do with the blue suit, the announcer guy.
Yeah, I haven't seen The Hunger Games.
Okay, never mind. So I'm sorry. But yes, Marissa, what's your question?
So a red wire goes on pin 1, and that
Yes.
goes into what? Because you know me, I ask a lot of questions.
Yes, it's not a bad thing.
Um,
Where it's running is in the. It doesn't really matter, long as the adjacent 5 it runs into. You see how the green lights are lighting up? That's showing you energy is passing through that to this resistor, photoresistor, excuse me. Then it runs over to, so that would be 17. It doesn't really matter which 17, just 17. Does that make sense, Marissa?
okay.
Don't,
Yes.
long as you're aligning everything up. Thank you, Jean-Marc. You are finished. Okay.
Okay. I think I've got it. And what about that black wire?
The black wire will run with the one leg, your negative leg, excuse me, your positive leg of your resistor there. Do you see how it
And that
lines
goes
up?
in, and that black wire goes into pin 6. Doesn't matter if it's
Yeah.
black.
No. The only reason I use red and black is for positive negative purposes, but you can use whatever color you have. It's helpful to keep them two separate
and that
colors.
goes here. Wait. See? No. Here.
All right.
And is it supposed to be lighting up now?
Now put your finger over the photoresistor.
Still not lighting up.
It's not lighting up?
No. So wait, the positive is the long, right?
Yes. Flip it around just to make sure that you don't have it mixed up.
Okay, there we go.
All right. Now put your finger on the photoresistor. What's happening?
It's kind of dimming
Yes.
when I put my finger on the photoresistor.
Exactly. That's exactly what you want to know. Photoresistors basically are doing what? What's creating the resistance or causing resistance in some way? Based off of what?
I'm not sure.
All right. Well, you're on the right track. Let's go with anyone else can tell us what it's doing there. Ooh, let's go with Zachary. Zachary, go ahead.
A photoresistor captures light, and if there's a lot of light, then it doesn't light up, and if there's not a lot of light, it lights up.
Yeah, pretty much. A little backwards, but yeah, you're right on, Zach. It's based off of light. What does photo mean in biology?
Light.
Yeah, light. So it's literally being controlled by the amount of light or amount of dark. So awesome. Yeah, very good. Awesome, dude. Yeah, amount of light and less of a lot amount of light. Yeah, you were right. Very good. All right. Let me see. Keller, would you like to piggyback on that? Go ahead, Keller. Would you like to add anything, sir? Keller? All right. Oh, no, he put that hand down. All right. Seems like you're having a little muting issue there. Okay. Very good. And now, everyone else who didn't get their photoresistor, what you'll be able to do is do this activity on your own now. So, and then last class we did this. We switched the GPIO from the using it as a battery, and then we went into pin 17. Now, one suggestion, I know this came up, and I believe it was Catherine brought this up. It was a great point. Can I just plug these in all different ones that aren't grounds? No, you cannot. And the reason why, some of them are 3.3s. So stick to using the pin numbers, or the GPIO numbers, excuse me, such as 18, 17, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right, those are solid ones to use. Okay. Now, what I would like you to do, before we do that, I actually have something to show you, because this is wild. We're using Scratch GPIO 4. All right. I was checking up on this website here, and I will send this website out to everyone. This was the website that Mr. Dubik and I had you use to download GPIO onto your SD cards last time at your lab, or 2 times ago for some of you. what I want you to show you that in the matter of a short amount of time, they just came up with a new version, an updated version that'll probably allow you to do a little bit more with Scratch GPIO. Now, if you follow the same process, if you copy and paste the links out of this, you can update your these two links here, and I'll actually highlight them. You can put that on your Pi in your LX terminal, copy, paste it in. Same with the second one with the bash, sudo bash, paste that in. And the thing that's awesome about that, there's already a new version. Now, yes, Marissa. Marissa, go ahead.
Well, this doesn't have anything to do with what you were just saying. I just wanted to ask, on Minecraft, which I know the people in Raleigh have already downloaded onto the thing, just for like, I don't know if we're gonna be using it, but on that, you have the ability to join a game. I was wondering, do you have to be connected to the same Wi-Fi as the other person, and it has to be on a Pi?
To use the Pi, you would have to be on the same server, and yes, it'd be with the Pi edition. So everyone would have to be on the same Pi edition.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome, Marissa. And Luke has a question. Yes, Luke, go ahead.
Both my Scratch GPIO and Minecraft have pretty much been deleted from it.
All right. Well, if you use that link I just sent you, all right. If you use that on your Pi, you can just Google Scratch GPIO. Here, I'll show you, Luke, for example. Or use your DuckDuckGo. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So, whatever, that's a search engine. What I would do is just put Scratch GPIO as such. Now, you're going to look for this introduction for beginners right here.
Yeah, I'm on there.
All right, click on it. Now, you'll see that, hey, this is the older version. Click on this link for the new version. And you would click on that. Now that would take you down. And then you go, oh, look. To get started, follow this link to install it. We click on that. And then you have your two, you'll copy and paste the first one into your LX terminal, hit return, copy and paste your second one into your LX terminal and hit return. Okay, Luke? All right. Awesome job, Luke. I'm sorry that happened to you. Yes, Zachary.
In the lab tomorrow, are we gonna download Minecraft?
Yes, we should be.
Awesome.
What if it wasn't awesome?
I don't know.
Sorry, that was a weird question.
Yeah.
I just want to see what your thoughts would be. You're like, oh goodness. All right, thank you, Zach. All right. Okay, what I wanted to show you is if you scroll down to the bottom, it has some other information that you can use, as well as it gives you some other opportunities to learn new things. And this is a good blog that allows you to interact with new things. And it basically uses some of the things that we've taught you, as well as in my research, I'm always trying to find out new cool things. You can actually use variables to create, instead of using the broadcast, we can create our variables as pins. And then that will allow you to put pin 11 on or off, and then you would have preset variables for pins. So I just thought that was pretty cool when I was doing some research, just to show you this link. So there's different ways that you can program it, and just not in the way. And then also, just some cool little features and And then under sensing, this is where you would use sensors, switch it, or like a button, and that's what we'll be looking at. Some things. There's just some pretty cool things, and I just wanted to show you that. And then also just where you can find the resources on Raspberry Pi's website. There's a bunch of cool stories about different projects people have used with the GPIO, where the student made a box that opens and closes based off of using GPIO pins, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. Okay, and it's just one of those things that on your own, even after we're moving on to a new topic, here's a cool way if you're really in, this is the type of engineering field that you're interested in a lot, that you can continue to dig deeper on your own time as well, and pushing yourself to that next level. All right. So I just wanted to take some time and show you those today. Okay. If you thought that was a good idea, raise your hand. Show me those two things. Okay. All right. Good. I got about half the class. Good. Good. All right. Back to the presentation. All right, what I want you to do, because Scratch offers a lot, like the Scratch GPIO offers a lot of cool things like sample programs, etc. All right, Marissa, you have a question, Marissa?
So I kind of have a problem. I'm clicked on Scratch GPIO 4 just now, not 4 plus, but 4, and it just showed Sprite the cat. It didn't show any like the when green flag click forever broadcast pin 11 high, pin, wait 1 second, and even though my LED is on, it's not reading that.
Okay. Let's double check our pins. All right, make everything sure everything's right. And this code, we made this code last time.
Well, when I was in Raleigh, I wasn't here last time, but I did watch the webinar, but I was only half paying attention because it was kind of noisy.
Yeah.
But so in the Raleigh lab, that came automatically up.
Okay. All right. Go to the plus, and if you're having issues, we can always reinstall it the same way I showed Luke. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Luke, on the Minecraft, we're gonna have to wait a minute on that. Okay, I'll get to you next
Same
class.
thing.
All right.
Same
All right. Then just go ahead and you can make this code. It won't be a big. Okay. All right. And I'll go ahead and meet you there. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do is to explore GPIO. There are sample programs and different things that you can do and look at. I want you just to experiment and just see what you discover. All right. Because I want to make sure that you guys are learning more about Scratch GPIO than you originally knew existed, and have an opportunity to explore and tinker. All right. So, yes, Jean-Marc.
I just got Scratch GPIO 5, and so should I just delete the GPIO 4 Plus and GPIO 4 from the desktop?
That is up to you, because I'll be honest with you. I have not had the opportunity to actually use GPIO 5 yet.
Okay.
I would assume that you can get rid of GPIO 4. I mean, that just makes logical sense.
Yeah.
Okay. But
it should be on there in the Pi somewhere.
Can you say that again?
It wouldn't be like if I delete it from like the desktop. I'm not sure. Would that delete it from the?
Yeah, I don't think you're deleting it off the Pi though. It's just off the desktop.
Yeah, I could always reinstall.
Yeah, you can always do. Was it sudo apt get, or just type Scratch GPIO 4? It'll probably just run in the terminal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Good job, Jean-Marc.
And I have one more question. Can you put up the little GPIO like thingy so I?
What's the thingy?
Well, not the thingy. The little. Like it
Breadboard?
shows the number of which GPIO pin it is.
Oh, yeah. I can do that. All right. So, okay, I'll put that up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do is explore Scratch right now, and go ahead and do that. And I'll give you about, let's say, 10 minutes to do that. All right. If you understand what you're supposed to be doing, please raise your hand. Okay. Wade, I don't quite understand what you mean by red pin. Okay, bye, Luke. I gotta go. Are you referring to the plugs or the wires? Wade.
Wires.
Okay, wires. Oh, that doesn't matter. You can use whatever wires you want.
Okay.
Okay, I don't want you stressing out about that, okay?
But can I see where we're supposed to put them? Oh wait, sure, I have it. Thank you.
Yep, no problem.
There's the problem.
Anything else?
No. Thank
Now,
you.
you can also try doing other pins, but you can hold off. I'm going to give you a challenge momentarily, okay, after we explore after the 10 minutes, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, Wade. Marissa?
Oh, okay. So I was trying to make that code that's on the screen. Two things. I can't see the code anymore.
Okay, sorry. Someone else asked for something else for that.
Oh, okay. And also, I don't know how you want. So when I put the broadcast do I click set pins or new?
Um,
I I think it's new because I clicked
yes,
on
it is
new,
new.
but then
You have to
okay,
name
but
it.
then it said, go ahead.
You have to name it.
Okay, so should I put pin 11 high?
Yes, and high basically means on.
Okay. And then I should just do the same thing again for pin 11 low?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sorry, I just didn't know.
No problem. All right, got a request to go back to the other slide, so we'll put that up. Yes, Marissa?
I just wanted to say, I think what the thing that had to do with it is because I'm using a photoresistor, not a normal resistor.
All right, so change it out. Okay?
Okay, and
Easy fix.
okay,
All right. Anything else?
that's what I wanted to say.
Okay. Thank you. No problem. Now remember, things that you're looking at, discovering, messing with, be prepared. I'm going to call on people randomly tonight. Let's take a few more minutes. Yes, Marissa?
Oh, okay. I was just about to type in, but what was the pin number for low?
It was the same one it's already in.
11?
Yes, ma'am. Whatever pin you put it in, that's the one you're going to have it as. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So if you go to pin 12, which is GPIO 18, when you put in pin 12, that would be your high and your low for another one, for example. Does that make sense?
I still don't think Scratch GPIO is reading the fact that I have my breadboard plugged in. Because whenever I clicked the green flag to do the code that I just built, it's just sitting there,
All right.
not flashing or anything.
Check that you have everything wired correctly first.
Yes, pin 1 and pin 6, and then
Oh, pin
the
1.
LED lit up.
You don't have it. You're not using pin 1 anymore.
What are we using?
Pin 11.
Oh, okay. Well, there.
Because you're telling your Raspberry Pi and Scratch to control pin 11, but it's trying to control pin 11. But if you don't have anything there, it has nothing to control. How about now?
See, hang on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's wrong. So it's pin 11 and pin 6?
Yes, the ground's going to stay the same.
See if it'll work now. Okay, so the number 1 pin is it looking at the S. Look.
Okay, look. What I need you to do, Marissa, is look at the image and listen to what I'm going to tell you. Okay. What this is? Here's your Pi. Your SD card would be right here, sticking out the side. It literally on your Raspberry Pi, Marissa. It tells you.
Oh.
It says P1.
Can I stop you real quick? It's flashing now, but I just wanted to say, is this like bad if both the jumper wires are on the same row of pins? Like going up and down, looking at the SD card from like the SD card's pointing down and the power is pointing down. You don't get what I'm saying.
No, I don't.
Okay, well, it's flashing. I'm just wondering if it was bad, like, going up and down, like the
Starting
long
here,
way.
where my arrow is,
Yeah,
it should. You
yeah,
see,
and going across.
no, going across the
Going
outside's
across. And,
outside is odds. Excuse me, outsides are evens, insides are
yeah.
odds. So literally, look, go with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you get that?
Yes, Mr. Taylor. I just wanted to say, there, it's so the one that's supposed to be on 6, the jumper wire that's supposed to be on 6 is on pin 5, but it's lighting up. It's lighting up and it's blinking and flashing because I told it to on
Okay.
Scratch GPIO.
All right.
And when I plug it into 6, it won't work.
There's something wrong there. If it works, it works. But that should be in because that's not the ground on it. But okay. Hey, if it works, it works. Rock it out. All right.
I just don't want to fry this thing.
You don't have enough power to fry it. That's the reason we don't mess around with. Um, I mean, you can fry it. Usually, if you buy fried pies, it's usually you fry it because you're pulling too much power from it, or you,
Like using a 5 thing.
yeah, like, or it was gonna burn anyways. There was something wrong with it. Like I had a pie completely start smoking on me, but the
Okay.
thing is, there was some short circuit on the board, and it turned so hot it could burn your hand. Okay. You good then, Marissa?
Yes, sorry it took so long.
No, no. I mean, I'm more happy that you're learning. That's all. Okay. All right. Would anyone like to share something they discovered? Then Wade, yours isn't wired correctly. I mean, you and you gotta have some type of code. Ladies and gentlemen, can someone tell me something they discovered with exploring Scratch? I'm gonna ask first, and then I'm gonna call on people. Yes, John Mark.
Well, I didn't really discover anything, but I made this thing wherever you click and one LED goes on, the other goes off. Then you release the mouse and the other LED goes on, but the other one turns off.
Okay, very cool, very cool. So you're you're using Scratch for you to physically interact with it, so you can control your lights.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. All right, anyone else? Let's go with Keller. What's something you came across? You're unmuted, Keller. 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 I can hear the feedback. Hello?
What?
Keller, what's something you came across when you're going through through Scratch GPA 05? Keller? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it makes class more inviting when we all participate. All right, let's go with Maya. Maya, what'd you come across? Okay, let's call on Sam. Sam, what's something you did?
I don't know. I thought it was pretty much the same thing as the normal Scratch, except for the fact you can use it for your Raspberry Pi.
Did you see the sample codes that it has?
Yeah.
Okay. And you can manipulate those to control
Yeah.
things on your board. All right. That was the one thing, thank you, Sam, I wanted people to realize. The sample codes you can manipulate in any way. All right, the next activity that we're going to do is, we did that last class. Now, we have multiple LEDs. What I'd like you to do, we are able to wire one LED and program it. I want you to try to do 2 and then try to do 3. All right? You have multiple wires. You have multiple pins. Everyone's been able to do 1 at some point between last class and this class. Okay, Maya, thank you. Okay, thank you for telling me, Keller. There's something wrong with your audio. I need to check that. If you can wire one of these, try to do another one and program it. Okay? Raise your hand if you understand what I want you to do. And see if you can get like 1 to light on, 1 to shut off, 1 to light on, 1 to shut off, in like a pattern. All right, we got Wade, John Mark, Luke, Sam, Zach, Keller, Marissa, Maya, and Sam. Are you guys don't understand? Seth, or do you understand? Okay, Keller and Luke. All right, let's give this a whirl. Once you have it done, please type in that you've got multiples lit up. Okay, thank you. Yes, Jean Mark.
I have a question. Since I burned out my other 2 red LEDs, is it okay if I use the blue LED, the big blue LED with the 2 green LEDs I have?
Yeah, use any pattern you want there, buddy. All right?
Okay.
I just want you guys to try to get in the mindset of setting up multiple breadboarding options, wiring those in. Because think about it, you got multiple grounds, right? And if you have multiple grounds, try to get three more LEDs up and running here, and then program those 3 different LEDs based off their pins. Okay?
Okay.
Awesome. You can use whatever hardware you need. All right, with regards to the LEDs. Thank you, Jean-Marc. Okay, Maya. Maya, what we'll do is, so you can get to work, don't worry about logging it out. What I'll do is just type in for me, all right? And the next class we'll deal with the mic if it happens early in the class. I'd rather see you get to work. All right, Maya? Yes, Jean-Marc.
My hand was still raised.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Marissa.
I can't figure out, and I also don't. Let's see. I don't have enough wires to wire 2.
You don't have all you need is 4 wires.
I have 4 wires. I thought you needed 3, or I thought you needed 6, so that way you could wire 3.
All right, then let's just do 2, or you can do a series circuit as well. That was another way of doing it.
I wonder. Let's see. Maybe.
All right, at least try to wire 2, and then if you can figure it out, that's a challenge for you. Everyone has their own challenge. Your challenge is to set one up in a series circuit and have 2 LEDs right next to each other.
Okay. Well, I can't do that. I just tried, and I have no idea how to do that.
Just think about the way energy flows in that circle. You would just have another resistor set up and another LED, and you just move that black wire along the way and try to get things moving in different directions. All right, but for right now, if that's rocking your brain, move on to setting up another one and plug that in and do 2, okay?
Okay, and now this LED won't work.
Marissa, you got to double check and
The
try all the strategies
Okay.
first. Go through, make sure everything's hooked up. Try moving the pins around. Make sure you have everything connected appropriately. Everything's flowing the right direction. Your Raspberry Pi, you have the pins aligned correctly. And if maybe you're even having one of those problems with a pin again, try another pin, move it over.
Okay.
Okay. You guys can do this. This is a challenge. But I had rising 5th and 6th graders doing this last summer. If you can do one by just emulating this one, you're going to have to use another ground and another pin. And using that same style of code, you can do this. The only thing cool, the thing that's cooler than one flashing LED is 2 flashing LEDs. Wade, can you please describe to me the way you have everything plugged in?
Yes, oh wait. Yes, my black wire is on the last, like the 513.
Excuse me? It should be in pin. Can you put it in pin 6, please?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And the red one is on pin 11.
Okay, and then plug pin 11 into, let's put it in 18, but like letter A. 18A, try that.
Okay.
Okay, now put your resistor in 18C.
Okay, what about the other?
We'll get there. We'll get there. All right. Now put the other leg of your resistor in 14C.
Okay.
Okay. Now in 14B, put one of your legs of your LED in that.
14. Okay.
Put the other leg in 15. Excuse me. 13B.
Okay.
Now in the same row of B, put in E. Put your black ground in 13 E.
No.
Now turn the you have the code done.
Yes.
Turn the LED around.
Okay, now it just lights on.
All right, go to your code.
Mhm.
All right, within your code.
My code says broadcast or pin 11 high and broadcast pin 11 low.
Do you have the weights?
Yes.
Do you have it in a forever loop?
Yes.
Can you please click the green flag again?
I already did.
What's your weight set on?
My weight is 1 and then 2.
And it's just constantly staying on?
Oh, it was already on if it was even off.
Can you say that again?
Even if my my codes are off, the LED light is already on.
And you have it. Are you in? You're in Scratch GPIO 4.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna need you to re-download Scratch GPIO because it's not communicating with your pins correctly.
Okay.
Use that link I sent earlier on in class. You're
Okay.
you're physically doing the hardware right. You're doing the software programming right, but the connection, there's something wrong there. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not you. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, Marissa.
Okay. So, hang on. Hang on. Where'd it go? There it is. So I can't figure out how to get another, like I tried doing it in a series circuit and, it worked. Well, no, I mean, it didn't work. I mean, the LED that I already have plugged in works when I click the green flag, which I wasn't doing. And I just can't, I don't know how to, I don't know which pins I should put, the jumper wires to put another LED.
You would need to control. You're using 17. You could use 18. You could use 21, 22, 23, 24. These are GPIO numbers, otherwise known as pin 12, pin 16, pin 18. Okay?
So I could put it in 18, and then you gotta have 2, so 18 and...
And let's get you another ground, okay? So let's go up to... Okay, so if you use 18, another ground is 20. Okay?
So 18 and 20.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, we're running out of time here. Raise your hand if you are able to power up and program 2 LEDs. Seth, Jean Marc, awesome. Let's hear from Seth. Seth, how'd you do it? You have yourself muted, Seth. Seth, can you please unmute yourself? Seth, can you please unmute yourself? Seth.
Okay, I got it working.
All right. So how'd you do it? Can you describe it for us to the class? Glad you're able to fix it.
I pretty much did the same thing, but I just put the LED on the other side of. I can't really explain it.
Which pins did you use? Or did you just, or did you just do?
I actually just pretty much put it down in a random spot and it worked. It was weird.
Okay, so you ran a series circuit off of 2 LEDs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I put it beside the red wire on your screen.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I see what you did. You just ran a series circuits with multiple LEDs. Okay, good. That's one way of doing it. All right. Thank you, Seth. Good job. Jean-Marc. Jean-Marc, how did you do it?
Well, I just did like one pin 17, one pin 18, and I jumped the ground from one to the other.
Okay, so you used the same ground.
Yeah.
Very nice. That's another way of doing it. Very good. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the point of this activity was to show you that try something, experiment with something, and you'll discover something new. Seth and Jean-Marc came across lighting up 2 LEDs in 2 different ways. Wade, I'm not quite sure what you mean by type what you typed. That doesn't quite make sense to me. Can you be more specific? Let's rock out with some nouns and nouns and adjectives. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next part, I'm just going to show you what. I'm going to go back down. We're going to go into, and well, I guess I'll save this for Monday. We're going to wire up using another pin. And what we're going to be doing is going to basically learn how to do a sensor. And this sensor is going to be a push button. And those in Raleigh already got theirs. And okay, I'll repeat what I typed earlier. That was the last thing I typed. And what we'll do is get these matched up so that we actually are controlling your push button on a sensor. Okay? And the code that we'll use for this activity is using a sensing value. All right? And I want you to realize what it's looking at is 0 for and 1 meaning on-off type deal. Is it reading it? Okay. Now, I would recommend to those that are having some installation problems, I would download, as Jean-Marc did, the new version because it's not reading correctly, and I'll send that out to you again. And then what you can do down at the bottom, if you're having difficulty, right here it says the installer will create 2 desktop icons, Scratch GPIO, which is used for beginners using simple circuit, and Scratch GPIO 5 Plus, which is used for specific add-on boards. So we're using Scratch GPIO. We're not using add-on boards, but it has some of the same responses, and we can move from there. All right. Once again, to those in Raleigh, have a wonderful weekend. To those in Charlotte, I will see you tomorrow. Bring all your pie stuff. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave you this one tidbit of wisdom. Our mistakes can end up turning into some of our biggest discoveries. So make mistakes, discover things when you're learning engineering, and we can make new inventions in the future. All right. So experimenting, trying things out, pushing yourself, you're going to learn something new. And every time we make a mistake, we'll learn something from our mistakes, and that is perfectly fine. All right. So everyone, have a wonderful evening. And as always, thank you for being part of Young Engineers today. Have a good night. Take care, everyone.